there, everyone. Osage Orange here, and welcome to another Midwestern Minecraft Mining live stream. We are here, of course, on episode 14 of this Midwestern Minecraft sub-series. Do appreciate everybody who has come out. I hope that your guys' time zone, whatever your excuse me, whatever your guys' time zone is most wunderbar. Let me get something to drink here. But on the agenda for today, of course, very, of course, descriptive of what's going on. We're going to, of course, be doing some mining because, in part because of the holiday, yesterday here in the States, Thanksgiving, and the fact that I could, even though I went to bed at a quote-unquote decent time for myself, I still knew that I would have enough time to get some mining in. So wunderbar, yes, most wunderbar. But well, I still will have to go to work today. It's Black Friday. It's Black Friday, and I gotta go to work. So it's a case of, for me, sad face. Sad face. Honestly, I wish I didn't have to go in. I honestly would love to have a 4-day weekend. It was one of those things that I remember being in school and I would get, we'd have to we'd be able to do the 4 days off, the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But of course, especially in high school and all that, was having to do studies and all that. So that was fun. So anyway, I was here at the smelter to get some smelting done. That way we could come up and be able to fix my pick. Of course, I still need to get a whole bunch of work on this done. It's one of these things, I just keep getting myself so distracted. You can see, there it's still looking a little lonely up over there. Not quite complete, so let's go ahead here. Let's get ourselves ducked down to the end of the mine. Or the current end of the mine. And da 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 da, boom. Well, almost boom. Almost boom. All right, let's see here. Let's see. Got to get some stuff emptied first. I wanted to make sure that I got my furnaces filled up with the stuff that got some smelting done. Because as you can see, my main mining pick is starting to get a little worn. So let's see here. Put our bad boy right there. It's going to be our new boy for filling stuff up. We'll deposit our full guy right there. Let's see, gonna need another stack of torches. So boom. There we go. Let's see. Got my armor. We'll grab another stack of torches here. Put them. Let's put them right there. Get our loot. 2, 3. Actually goes there. Oh, I think we should be able to make it on the dirt we got. So, all right. So, let's see here. Making sure we're all to par. Take a leisurely little stroll down here. Let's see, this is number 4. So after we get to this side done, we'll be heading over to that side. We'll go over there and start on that guy and work our way up to where, we'll be even there. And then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4 past. Then come up to this guy right over here. But that is future tree stuff. Present tree says, oh, don't fall in a hole, tree. So we definitely got another water pocket right there. Let's see here. We should hopefully be, oops. I think we should be, yeah, we're clear. I just haven't gone through these guys right here recently. It's a case of you're clearing out the clay, and then suddenly you're inundated with iron. Suddenly inundated with water, and you gotta go. Oh, I gotta drain this water. So yeah, that's always fun. That's always fun. Just gonna put the iron there in my hot bar. Just to sort of see how much I got. This is probably going to be another one of those spots where we may have to worry about. Yeah, doesn't look like it. The occasional times where I got a little water pocket going through these sorts of things. How the generation goes and all that. Copper. Like I said, I find mining therapeutic. I know a lot of people don't really like mining. They much prefer, doing action adventure or building stuffs. I know that there are folks out there who literally use creative and build that way. And there's nothing wrong with doing stuff in creative. Oh, hello, Lapis. That's why I went and fired up those furnaces, as I said, to later on help take the edge off this pick. So we'll be going for, let's see, what time is it? Yeah, we'll be going for total of about 3 hours. Because just under 4 I gotta be at work, so like I said, oh, iron and copper. I gotta be at work. Nice. So, very nice. We can now, with the amount we got, we can make 9 hoppers. Like I said, it's an old story, but I love the fact that Mojang decided to upgrade the ability to have iron and gold to be done with fortune. As for me, at least, being an ironmonger, I know it's not quite the correct use of ironmonger. In some ways. Just quickly making sure here. Push that out. both White Cat and I successfully got home, and our mates went to their family for their thing, and they had a little, I think, don't remember exactly what I said, but I know that they had some plans to stay or something like that. They had to change the plans, so it's all right. So, oh boy, White Cat, White Cat, White Cat. You want out? Just a sec, guys. I tell you guys, White Cat is such an attention needer. Give me all the attention, Tree Daddy. Give me all the attention. I needs it. I wants it. I wants more of it, please. Quickly come here and quickly come get all this stuff up here, so I don't have to worry about it doing it later. And of course, full inventory. Gotta love that. Excuse me, but it felt good. Let's quickly dig this little part here out so I don't forget, and then we'll go get that purpose. Oh, thought I had enough room for that, all that. Guess I didn't. It's a good thing I went and turned back and looked. Of course, we've got bloody gravel. Just a second. I think I'm hearing White Cat again. Just a second. "'Twas indeed White Cat. Hello there, White Cat. What you want, Mr. Attention Needer? Hello. Hi. What you want? Oh, you want to get into my lap, do ya? I see how it is, you little attention needer. Just because I'm home some extra time because of the holiday doesn't mean you get to absorb it all like a sponge does water, son. You're the attention-needing kitty. But of course you're an old man cat, too. Hi! Hi! Yes! Attention! Give me attention, Tree Daddy! All the attention! All the attention. Set you down. Alright. Because, White Cat, I have a stream to do. Alright. Oh. Back on, Tree. Don't be a dum-dum. I was like, why aren't I hearing my pickaxe action going? It's like, oh, I don't have my headphones on. That's why. Ah! Bloody gravel! Bloody gravel! Oh. Wrong pick there, tree. Let's get this done out here, and then we'll go put this gravel to bed. Our path bed. 14, 15. There we go. Oh. How did I... My brain obviously misread 19 as 15, and that's why I said, there we go. What you want over there now, White Cat? Are you wanting out? Hi, you wanting out? Or are you just coming back? Or are you just trying to be inkling to excuse me, give me attention? He wants out. I think he's finally made up his mind. He wants out. You know, I've been thinking a lot lately about, the last 10 or so minutes about how the two sides of the mine shaft here have their own little pockets of areas where we have to go through water or over water. We've had to go through pockets a lot on of late. Said I've been in this world so long that I don't remember every single little thing. But on this side, it seems to be that we have a lot of water pockets and related and open lush caverns, whereas on the other side, that side, we have more caverns that are, standard default cave systems with their less fun appearing stuff. All the various lush caverns stuff, items, stuff, thingies. Alright, let's do a quick little empty out of stuff because I need the room. Oops. Did I? There we go. sure I didn't accidentally put the cobble in there like I momentarily thought I did. Oh, did I? I forgot to switch over to hard. Oh, well. I was like, let's check. Let's quickly check. Well, yeah. As I've said, I find Minecraft fairly therapeutic for the mining stuff. Thought I saw iron up there for a second. I was like, iron! No, wait. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking on my canopy. It was actually nice yesterday or earlier in the week when we did the, or somewhat yesterday too, when we did the lighting there for the water closet and restrooms off the throne room. Be able to use the classic, as I call it, the ice cream pattern. Diorite is vanilla, granite is strawberry, and I know it's not fully the right color, but the andesite is the chocolate. Quotations chocolate. I know it's more of a, at least here in, it's depicted here as more in the, as more of a gray, but it's the nearest thing to chocolate. It's the Neapolitan pattern. Iron. 34, 34, 34. Six hoppers and some change. Way to get a little bit of extra cobble there, and correction, cut 4. Get rid of the basalt stuff here. Iron, 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 iron. 48, 48, 48. That's got me thinking about the San Francisco 49ers, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just a sec, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Another moment here with dealing with White Cat. The little attention needer himself. Yeah, I'm talking to you, White Cat. I am talking to you. Sorry, I had to stretch there. Oh, we have some coal. Wunderbar. Oh, jeez. White Cat. I tell you, he is such an attention needer. Such an attention needer. Just loves it when he gets to have things go his way. It's at first he thought early yesterday morning after I got back from my early shift, my early Wednesday shift, it was like, what are we doing? Why are you putting me in the cat carrier at just after midnight? And it was like, well, like, the sort of thing, that he would, wonder. And I was like, well, Cat, do you want to be left behind for Thanksgiving, or do you want to go say hi to tree parents? And of course, once after about 10 or so minutes, he finally, it was apparent, he recognized where he was. He recognized where he was. Oops. That's right, we gotta go get that coal. Coal. I got distracted by White Cat there. Forgot about the coal. Six. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Again, got me thinking about the Coalwood autobiographies by Homer Hickam Jr. And yeah, like I said, was the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's make sure we're accurate this time. And he, first seeing, of course, years and years ago, October Sky. Actually, like I said, a couple of years back, I think it was about 5 years ago now, I went and bought the DVD again. Well, I had it on VHS many moons ago, and just decided, it's like, I know it's a little bit more, in some ways it'd be more appealing for kids, but at the same time, having, it's sort of an inspirational film for adults too. Can provide motivation, yes. And, in some ways, thinking about it, having read his autobiography, it's interesting because, of course, with as with any adaptation of a as with any adaptation of a written work, there's obviously going to be stuff that's going to be left out, and you know, obviously that happens in the film. You know, it sort of condenses the equivalent. I think it was Sputnik was launched in October 1957, and he won it. This sort of depicts it over. Of course, the movie depicts it over the course of a school year, and it really happened over the course of about 2.5 years, from October 1957 through summer 1960. That's the way it really happened. And let's see here, we'll take advantage, take a peek. We're getting there. But, you know, it sort of depicts it happening over the course of a school year. So, of course, a little bit of artistic license in that regard. But, you know, sometimes if you want to make sure your movie doesn't feel, you know, your pacing and of the movie plot isn't feeling like it's taking forever, you got to do some stuff. I know that we talked about how Roy Lee, you know, he was known as the the high school that they went to in War, West Virginia, was Big Creek. See some glow squid over there. But just taking a quick gander through here. Fish. Whoa, hello. Yep. Who's throwing tridents? There we go. There's a drowned. I was like, who's throwing tridents at me? See if we can't potentially pick one of these guys up. Nothing in the world. But I will pick up this gold. But, yeah, Roy Lee was known as the Big Creek Love Master. We kind of see that in the adaptation, too, a little bit. You know, he knows his way around dealing with some of the lady issues. And all that. Some coal there. Now we should run into it. Let's quickly check on that. And of course, Quentin was was the overall rocketry expert, and then of course Odell was the scrounger. Just putting that there so I can make sure my math's right. Yep. And now it's you know, it's set in the Sonny says in the novel, you know, Odell always had some scheme to make him money so that they could pay for their stuff and all that. And we kind of see that a little bit in the and it didn't quite happen this way, but in the film, depicts the Rocket Boys picking up some old rail to a previously operational to the Coretta number 2 mine. And he says, "Look at the rust. Coretta number 2 shut down in 51. Of course, you know, it's because they're hearing a steam whistle in the distance. And the locomotive they used for that is actually a very famous one, Southern 4501. And let's go ahead here. We'll make another deposit. Yeah, Southern number 4501 is depicted as one of the the big steamer in that scene, and some of the background shots too in other parts of the film, which is actually historically accurate. Because for a time she was actually owned by a coal, I recall it was a coal mine operation. And so in that regard, it was actually pretty historically accurate. You know, it's place I want to go at some point. Let me get you. There's a documentary on. Let's see. Here's the documentary on 4501 right there. Another place I want to visit, train-wise, and I'm not going to be doing it this year. I mean, next year, 2025. I want it to be 2026 as part of it. It's the East Broad Top. For those of you who know, for the trip to Denver this past June, went to Denver and to hopefully meet Heist over at the Colorado Railroad Museum. Of course, I didn't. But one of the places that he made me aware of is the East Broad Top and Railroad and Coal Company, and they did a lot of they had some mining operations. So of course, with coal, you got to mine it. So yeah, he made me aware of that railroad, and I was like, ooh, that looks like it might be a nice little place to visit. And so there are 2 other railroads in that where it's more or less south central Pennsylvania, around the Harrisburg area, that I want to go visit. Like I said, this will be for 2026. I want to make sure that I save up some money for this much longer trip. Extend this bad boy out a little bit. But there are 2 other steam heritage railroads in the Harrisburg area. One of which, probably the more famous of the 2, is the Strasburg Railroad. Yeah. They're in Strasburg, Pennsylvania. There's that. Then there's also the Reading and Northern. A lot of rail fans call it, yeah, it's the Reading, Blue Mountain, and Northern Railroad. They have famously 2102, a big 484 Northern locomotive, and so basically, my little scheme to it's basically I want to visit EBT, Strasbourg, and the RNN. And so, you know, I have a general little plan for that, is to essentially try to base in Harrisburg, or the plan is to essentially base in Harrisburg, sort of do what I did with when I went to Denver, St. Golden. Is I based in Golden, which is, you know, western suburb of Denver. Hello, I knew this was coming. Ah, no sumi. But essentially do what I did in Denver, is essentially base in Harrisburg, then I'll have to drive out east, so it'll be another road trip. It's gonna be like it's gonna be like the plan is to split it up into 2 days. It's not that I could do it in one big drive, but having been on a few road trips before, and knowing I'm probably not gonna have a co-pilot in any fashion, probably is in far better status for me to break it up into two days, 2 smaller trips, and basically, you know, do it that way. That way I can, you know, take my time. Don't get me wrong. I have a love-hate relationship in some ways with road trips. I love them when I get to go visit places, but I dislike it having to do some of the time it takes to do the stuff that needs to be done. It was a little tough on me going to Denver, even though I knew where I was going, and I had been essentially was taking more or less a similar route to the trip I did with one of my Tree Scout troops going to Yellowstone. Iron! There's some copper there. It was iron. Oh, I just heard Whitecap meow outside my door. Just a second. Gonna let him in. Alright. Whitecat is, of course, back in, so hooray! So yeah, basically, I've got several ideas for how I want to get out there. Out to Harrisburg. I said it's going to be a road trip. It's not that I couldn't, you know, rent a car, but it's a case of where I want to go. I was just, you know, perusing stuff through some of the You know, taking a look, see at some of the states I would drive through and all that. And one of the places I found was is called French Lick, Indiana. It would be a little bit out of the way in some ways for me to, you know, if I wanted to head straight back here to Treelandia. In some ways, it'd be a little bit off the beaten path to get home, or a quicker path to get home. There we go, a quicker path to get home. Just trying to toss that bloody gravel out, but yeah, it'd be somewhat less than it's a less optimal route to get home, but they have got a famous resort there. And they also have a railroad, a tourist railroad. Let me go ahead here, and I'm going to quickly hop up here so I don't drown. But, yeah, they have a, let's see. Yeah, it's in south central Indiana. But it's the French Lick Springs Hotel. The French Lick Resort, that was it. Because they have some sulfur springs there. And, so, there we go, the French Lick Springs Hotel. And they also have a railroad there as well. Let's see. There's the hotel. Let's see. Yes, it's not on the page there. French Lick Rail. Yeah, it's French Lick Scenic Railway. And I was like, ooh, you know, like I said, I was just perusing, you know, places on the map, you know, starting to consider some routes. There's their website. You know, just, you know, considering potential routes to, you know, to get home, you know, I was thinking, you know, I might go out one way, come back another way, sort of thing. That way I could, you know, get some more, you know, do a little bit of make it a more of a true road trip. Get to see some places I hadn't been to. And so I saw that, and I was like, oh my god, and it's a short line. It's kind of like Strasbourg. But at the same time, you know, it's, you know, heritage is heritage is heritage. You know, you can be very nitpicky about the specifics of a railroad. Of course, me being me, I'm far more inclined to steam. But at the same time, I would rather, you know, support any good, or any really good, there we go, words are hard, try to support any fairly decent, heritage, road, and, you know, preservation is always important. So, that is, you know, that'll be a return, like I said, that'll be on my, that's sort of my plan is for the return trip here to Treelandia to, you know, use, use that, that way, I can, on the return, I can, stay at the hotel, check them out, and also go for a train ride. Because, having a chance to, be at a resort, is a different thing. At least in my experience, it can be a different thing. Let's go ahead here and quickly do that up. I probably wouldn't want to go to the casino because it's always in the house's favor. That's what I'm thinking is, see what they have there at the, see what they have there at the bathing resort. And, see what because they have several packages there that I did it's been a while since I looked at it, but I did a little bit of a cursory glance at their packages and all that, and some of that stuff, well, most of it doesn't really quite appeal to me. At the same time, some of it doesn't look a little bit interesting. So one of those moments of, if I could choose just, even just be able to, say, relax in one of their sulfur, take, a little bit of a sulfur bath. And, of course, we want to be careful with sulfur because too much sulfur can impact human lungs. So, because it's a corrosive element. So, when you get, to my knowledge, when you get it combined, when you get your sulfur in a fluid form, you combine sulfur with H2O, it can stay in your lungs and it can, attack the various cell membranes and the cells and related structures. So let's quickly go get our shulker box here. But what I'm kind of thinking is, if I can get a little plan going with, take even, just say, like I said, 10 or 15 minute sulfur bath, see what that's like. Because I know that the human body, at least, and of course for us trees too, we do need at least, I think we need a little bit of sulfur, just a little bit. Not in huge quantities, no. That is not necessarily the best of material to be doing around a lot of. But I think we need, some of it, some to help with various bodily functions. Help with all that sort of stuff. All right, we did it. So yeah, it'd be for me at least, I'd want to go visit some that'd be a visit places that look interesting in nature. And I know that with some of my online friends back in 2018, we went out to Lake Harmony. course, you know, that was just one little bit. I'd never been to Pennsylvania. Actually got to pass through Harrisburg as part of that. So, yeah, that trip was worth it. Of course, this time I'd be footing the bill myself. That's why, you know, that's why I'm thinking about just waiting till 2026 to do it, because that way I can make sure I can do some more looking at stuff, make some more plans, figure out what I want to do. Hello, Bat. And just think about stuff. She always tries to have a plan. That's what I said before when I went on the Denver trip. I made sure to build in, you know, time for places, for changes of plan. Quickly come over here and see. Yeah, it's extended. Just want to make sure. Anti-dum-dum tab. There's another place that I'd be going, that I'd be passing through Cincinnati. One route that I'm thinking, and I'm highly thinking about taking it. There's this route through Cincinnati that I could go to that's fairly easy to get directly to French Lake. It'll still be going through the side roads and all that. But like I said, I have nothing wrong with that. But where was it? Hello. Hello. Come on. Oops. God, what was the name of that place? I did take it up one more than I needed to. Yeah. Adult time. Yeah, that is. God, what was the name of that place? I was talking to. It was part of my vacation stuff. I was talking to a guy out on one of my days out and about. At a restaurant, and we got to talking about. There was a neighboring table, and I forget what exactly it was a group of it was a husband, wife, and like one of their I don't remember if it was like one of their other relatives. And we just got to talking about, you know, alcohol of various sorts. This is what we're having, this is what I'm having, sort of stuff. And you know, we're just talking about stuff, and you know, we got to talk. It was like, where's some of the places you've been around the country, sort of thing. And there was God, what was it? I'm trying to remember here. Something in Cincinnati. I'm just now remembering this. Let's see here. Let's see. that's it? I think I remember it. Or something that was in the Cincinnati area. And that's Cincinnati. Let's see here. Cincinnati, Ohio. Yeah, that's the area. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I think I found it. I think I found it. I think I found it. Yeah, okay, yeah. I found it. Okay, it took a little bit of looking. Okay, I found it. It's called Second Sight Spirits, and I don't exactly remember what it was. As I think it was. I think I had mentioned that I wanted to go out to Pennsylvania to visit some stuff, and go sort of meander my way back to Treelandia. Perhaps do a quick little dive into Kentucky to say, "Hey, I've been to Kentucky," because I haven't been to Kentucky. And I said, check out. It's just on the Kentucky side of the border, and just on the south side of the Ohio River, right across the river from Cincinnati. Second Sight Spirits, and I was like, I'll make note of that. And basically, they have. There still is like a prophet, the fortune teller. There we go. Oh, coal. Like there still is designed in appearance to look like a fortune teller, and so I took a look see at their stuff, and I was like, oh my god, some of this stuff actually sounds pretty good. So yeah, I made this discovery, simply because I was just chatting when I was on vacation last week, just chatting it up with some people, and I think that's going through Cincinnati would be a nice little thing to do to sort of help feed off the. It'll be obviously off the beaten path sort of thing, but at the same time, it's like I'm somewhat adventurous spirit. Lapis. But that might be worth if I do it right, I might be able to make it there on my way to because now that I remember where it was, it's sort of on that way going to French Lick on the way back to Treelandia. Like I said, going to French Lick, that is not the most opportune path to get back to Treelandia. But sometimes taking roads less traveled. Oh boy, I am full inventory. sometimes taking those previously unknown roads, or roads less traveled, as the saying goes, can be more fortuitous. And you know, that's why I'm thinking about doing that, is basically, taking, it's what, as I've said before, it's what Gandalf says to Frodo in Lord of the Rings Fellowship. It's what you do with the time that is given to you. And, as I've said before, sad that I didn't get to meet Heiss on my first trip to the CRRM. But, yes, the inevitable BUTT. The fact that I got to go to a place I've been wanting to go to for a while now, or at least have been to a place I was wanting to go to for a while now, totally worth it. Still worth it. Being able to tread the ground that Heiss has trod on. It was totally worth it. That's why I've really got to make sure that I start to save up. I'm slowly starting to save up money for going back there in what's that I just saw? Oh, I saw the what's it vine right there, the glowing vine, and whatever it's called, and I thought that was something else that I had missed. There's some more of that right there. Yeah, I definitely need to start saving up some more money for my next trip. Making sure we get sufficient cobble here for a restart. Good. Let's go ahead here. Let's put up our marker. And let's quickly have a little noms. Then we'll switch over to peaceful. I think we'll head over to the smelter and fix our pick. Let's see here. Let's first debuff stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Forgot to deposit my cobble. There at the end of is that one geode there just before the big water area that I found and cracked open, got all this calcite and amethyst. So I was like, I always find it nice when I can find a geode, because as I said, when we were doing our stuff yesterday, just a second here, I'm gonna stretch. Sorry about that. But yeah, doing the stuff yesterday with the stuff in the main throne room, doing that stuff. It's always nice to have some fancy blocks. Like I said, I didn't want to push the amethyst too far in terms of stuff, because you could push something even just slightly too far and it'll look gauche, and some of the brick there was being a little bit gauche, but now it's a little bit less gauchy. Oh, let's go ahead here. We'll go ahead and consolidate. So, put you there. You go there. So, let's go ahead here. As I said, we're going to do a quick little trip back to the smelter. Let's quickly actually do this before I forget. Whoa, excuse me. Excuse me, excuse me, excuse me. Yeah. It's just like what Gandalf said to Frodo. It's what you do with the time that is given to you. And I would rather, as I've said, it's, I'm very much, trying to be, thoughtful about what I, doing investments so I don't have to work, so I can do stuff like this. I'd like to be more of a full-time streamer. But, I can't, so that's why I do do my job. All right, let's head over here to guys over here. That didn't really help take the edge off it much, all that much, but it did help. Let's see. That guy helped. That guy helped a lot. I should have taken that guy. I just thought about it. I was like, wait a minute, do I have one of these blast furnaces that could help? I was like, the answer? Yes. So, yeah, it's also, what Yoda says, All his life he looked away to the future, never his mind on where he was. What he was doing. And so, I kind of resonate with Yoda, and I've seen some people who seem to, always, including myself, seem to always, be thinking about the future. And, forgot to take this clay with me. Department of Duh. There we go. Dum dum. Dum dum. But, yeah, it's, that's why, there are times where I'm just wanting to put, just all the money I possibly can, even though, I have bills to pay and all that. I want to take money I would take for paying bills and throw that in my investments. And I was like, and there have been times where I say, no, pay your bills off, Tree. Pay your bills off first. Even if it's not the amount that you'd like to put in, it's better that you focus on stuff you can do. Okay. But, yeah, that would be a thing I might do is if I hypothetically won the lottery, you know, and I took whatever, either you know, the annuity or the lump sum. You know, it's smarter to take the annuity than it would be the lump sum. That way, I'm not going to be spending it all at once. But basically, you know, I might start a travel channel. You know, I might take, you know, like maybe a couple weeks in the summer, a week in the spring, a week in the fall, and or autumn for those who prefer the use of that term. Might do you know, if I had several $1 million, of course, you know, could use it. You know, use it to fund that sort of thing. Excuse me, but it felt good. But take that, you know, set aside, you know, draw up a plan. I'd probably make a new YouTube channel for that sort of thing, honestly. Not sure what I'd call it off the top of my canopy. Oh, let's see. Now that we're done transiting, I can bring the sound back on for you guys. And do that. But copper, copper, copper. Come on. But that would be something I honestly would like to do. Oh, hello. Hello. Let's see here. Yeah, part of me wouldn't mind doing some sort of come on. Doing some sort of, you know, take 4 weeks out of the year and do some sort of, you know, journey, some sort of adventure. Gold, hello. Come on. Oh, don't forget to do that. Don't be a dum-dum tree. And we have iron! And coal. Nice. Very nice. honestly, really wish like I said, it's not the fact that I don't want to work, it's, part of me always does, but I'd rather work on something that I like, and I much would prefer being a content creator. I feel that would be, and sharing my, I love playing video games. That's part of what, I've mentioned this before, Cirrus Epics, formerly on Newgrounds, had his What's It video on, how much, gaming would consumed his life and how it, in his experience, it was detrimental. And I understand where he's coming from. My opinion is that, of course, he'd found out stuff like, I think it was like PAX West or something like that. One of these big gaming cons. And related material with that. And he found, it was like, yeah, the only thing I've learned, that was the name of it. Took my Canopita moment to reconnect that memory. And it was that sort of thing, and between that and, I'd just gotten laid off from the jerk bank a couple months prior, and, been trying to find work, wasn't meeting much success, and, that's part of how I got inspired to do, oops, that was an oopsies. Didn't mean to mind that thing. But yeah, it's, that was, realizing, even if I didn't make any money, or hardly made any money, which is more important? Gaming alone and not doing stuff like that, and doing stuff like that, being all depressed, or, use streaming / content creation as a means to help keep me motivated, keep me going. So there are, you have to be in the right place at the right time to become a popular content creator. Of course, content creators also are known to have controversy. I know that what we've been having stuff with this year, your Dr. Disrespect has just been several times this year. He's just been essentially been thrown under the bus. It's controversies following him like a plague. And some of it, and this is of course based on my understanding, some of it is unfortunately self-inflicted. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I'm not here to just talk about other people's controversy. But, unfortunately, things happen. You have to walk, as a content creator, there's a certain fine line in being what you are, and not stepping on anybody's toes. 1, 2. Of course, a good example of a positive impact on content creation is again Heiss, Mark Huber. I got, as I said, I didn't get to meet him, which, part of me was sad when I went out in June. Oh, hello, Iron. But I did get to meet some of his collaborators and, people he's worked with on stuff. I still, You know, part of me, I still remember when I got to see his immediate supervisor, Dusty, at the Roundhouse, at the CRRM. You know, I was like, "Hey, Dusty, I'm one of Mark's fans." He had this look on his face. It threw me off. Mentally, it threw me off a little bit. Hello there, water. Mentally, it threw me off a little bit. He had this. It was this look on his face of, "Yep, here's another one." But in the case of, I think it was for last year, 2023. Was one of the best years of the. I think it was like the best year the museum's had to date. Gee, you wonder why. Oh, guy by the name of Mark Huber. And think about it, you know, it's like there's a source right there, a source of material. Oh, hello. You know, there's a guy that you like and make his videos there. So, you know, it's literally for the people that work at the museum. It is literally job security, because of course, you know, they are able to. Of course, they have their own YouTube channel and all that, but it just helps. You know, there's even though we live in an age where with fascinating telecommunications and all that, there's some things that, you know, have to get around by word of mouth. Even if that word of mouth is, you know, a post, a tweet, a YouTube video. It's literally a case of word of mouth. And that is essentially, in some ways, what Mark is doing with his videos that he makes at the CRRM, is that he is doing, essentially, word-of-mouth marketing. And that is, of course, like I said, for 2023, that helped... you know, really, you know, his channel in 2023 was starting to take off. Really starting to take off. It was last October, late last October / November, as I remember, that he hit 100K subs on YouTube. And when I first found him almost 2 years ago, it's like 2 years ago this February, it's not March, he was at, it was like 76. It was just about 70K. It was about 70K subs. So when you think about that, he got a lot of traction real quick. Doing his, at the time he was doing Railroads Online. He's on, some people I've seen, you know, want him to go back to that. And he's like, no. It's gotten to the point where Railroads Online is no longer my cup of tea. It's just not right for me anymore. So that's why he doesn't do it. And I understand. Of course, he's also working on his own project, Century of Steam. Been working on it. Was revealed. God, I'm blanking out when that was revealed. Didn't need to do that. That's a game that I'd like to play on stream. And because of course, choo-choos. Just heard a glow squid. Where's the glow squid? Sounds like it's up there in the water. Is that? That's iron. Iron. And copper. And there's the glow squid. Ah. see, we'll go ahead and just block that off. Iron. Oops. Just trying to block it off like that. Don't be a dum-dum tree. There we go. Oh, yeah. No. No. There we go. There we go. Okay. Ooh, almost fell off. Thank goodness I didn't. Oh, yeah, it's word of mouth marketing can really help somebody out. Get this torch moved. And of course, like I said, kind of weirded me out at the time. Don't do that. Like I said, when I saw the look on Dusty's face, it had this look of, yep, here's another one. And it weirded me out a little bit out of the time, but now I kind of find it humorous. Okay, let's go ahead and we're going to torch up along here. Undo that, consolidate that. Oh, come here. Thank you. Don't want you wandering off their supply shulker chest. Yeah, it's got me thinking about the how to be a pirate video that CGP Grey did. How to the pirate captain video. Oh, hello. Give me your glow ink! Give me your glow ink! Oh, there it is. It's like, hello. Hello! Give me your glow ink too there, son! Crack back open our supply chest, shulker chest, box. I say chest meaning box. Oops. Was too busy looking at my inventory to do the thing I needed to do. Let's go ahead here and come on. There we go. How much glowing did I get, by the way? 10. Not bad. That's one of those nice little things that Mojang's added is, oops. That they've added. Oh, I finally figured out I wanted to show you guys the reminder of the old my 113 world. I think we'll show it after a while. Hopefully, if I remember. But I figured out why I couldn't see it is I'd forgotten to I'd put it in a folder. When I zipped it up. I'd put it in another folder, so the folder that I had open, that I put in my Minecraft save folder, it was another layer deep, the actual world folder. And so I was like, oh, that's why I couldn't see it. That's why the game couldn't see it. It was buried another layer deep. Okay, what we'll do now do this. ourselves a torch and light that up. Makes it easier to see. I don't like having to do this, quite honestly. Having to go through and fill these areas. I mean, yeah, you know, I could, in theory, just make the one little bridge, but at the same time, it is so bloody annoying. Let's go ahead here and get some air. Air is love, air is life. Or at least, for us, air is love, air is life. It's got me thinking about, I don't remember what particular video it was off the top of my canopy, but the entire History of the Earth YouTube channel, they talk about, in one of their videos, about how, I think it might have been in their video on the Great Oxidation event, or the Great Oxidation disaster. Basically, how life forms, early single-cell organisms learned to eat the sun. And of course, they turned carbon dioxide into oxygen. Nope. Come up here and get some air. You know how, of course, that helped lay some of the foundations for our current modern industry. All right, oh, just a second. What cat wants out? Silly little feline. But yeah, the Great Oxidation event, disaster, whatever it's called, basically rust is iron or any metal that oxidizes, like we see it here in Minecraft with oxidized copper. Come on, there we go. We see it in any, like I said, in any metal that oxidizes. It is that metal's version of rust. So, whenever you see, you know, this, it depends on the specific count in the of type of iron, but generally it's, you know, this orange, red, or black color for rust, for rusted iron. But that is the proof of the oxidation. And that's, of course, very interesting because, you know, iron is, of course, in reality, is one of these metals that very easily rusts when exposed to the correct conditions. Oh, that's right. Also got that. I wanted to make sure I didn't forget my shulker box there. So let's see here. We'll do that. I don't know why I didn't fully torch this up. Must have had a reason. Don't remember what that reason is, but obviously there was a reason. There's some coal over there. Thought I saw some iron over there for a sec. Quickly duck under here and see what I could see here. Some gold. Oh, oopsie. Oh, that is iron. Spider! Stupid spooter. Another spider proximal. Got a skelly there. Hello, Mr. Bowman. Eat my sword, son! Ah, there's the spider. Hello. Take your string in your eye. There's another spooter. That's the other spooter I was hearing. I'm gonna do that. Ooh, there's a lava lake down there. I'm gonna have to see. Oh, I just saw a creeper despawn. There's a zombie. Glow squid. I'm definitely gonna have to make note of that lava lake because, partly because, I have to figure out a best way to be able to get there from the main mine shaft. But basically, part of me is wondering, thinking about how am I going to run the typical. Come on, it's wheel. Thank you. Ah! Come on, tree. Come on. There we go. There we go. I'm gonna bring this illumination project here into alignment with the other side. And there's some coal over there. Can worry about that coal later. But yeah, part of me is wanting to get not only a more additional illumination for saw that torch and thought it was a floating block there for a second. It's additional illumination for the main mine shaft and potentially doing some runs of the smelter on lava. Like I said, I normally, with the fortune, availability of coal, it's just a whole heck of a lot easier to run. You get less, as much as you're able to get a lot of stuff, 100 items out of a bucket of lava, you get, in a number of ways, you're far more efficient. 3, 4, 5. You get a lot more efficiency out of a 64 block stack of coal. Because, even though it's fewer items per coal block, 80 versus 60, you don't have to worry about having a metric ton of lava buckets. see. We will be taking a break here soon. Of course, like I said, oh, speaking of coal. Haha. Oops. I have to put the torch there. Lumps of coal. It's 5 blocks. Now that's one of the things I remember doing in my 1.8 world was doing lava. For a time I did smelters that I had, smelter I had in that world. I was doing that on lava blocks. Iron! Iron! Boop. And just, you know, I was just getting more and more coal, and I was like, you know, it's a lot more efficient to run your smelter off coal lumps than it is coal blocks and coal lumps than it is off a bucket of iron. I finally made it to the first cross cut. Send this bad boy out a little bit. That'll do. Got in our head. You know, it's 100 blocks that way to the end, to the second cross cut. I don't remember. I'd have to go looking to see on old worlds, see how far back I did it. I've been doing it for a while. That way, you know, I wouldn't have to be constantly, you know, throwing up my debug screen to see where am I? Where am I? It's just easier to say, okay, first crosscut. We're 100 blocks out from where I want to. And I hear a skelly. Must be near some sort of cave. Get that iron. Almost have 9 hoppers worth. Definitely have 8 hoppers worth. At least in the stack we got on hand. Yeah, it's one of those things, you know, where you find, you know, the more iron. Find more iron. One of those nuances where it's just easier to play the game a particular way. So I know that both lava buckets and coal blocks and coal lumps have their benefits, have their pros and cons. And for me, at least, having the coal blocks is the most efficient for use. Yes, you get more out of lava buckets, but you know, when you have 64 times 80, that's a lot more than 64 times 100. Oops. Double oops. Hooray. Full stack. Let's go ahead here. We're going to degub. Look at that. We have 2.5 stacks each of iron and copper. Just over a stack and a half worth of coal. That is something I love to see when I'm busy mining. Got some dirt. Gonna need it. Now this side, in some ways, is a little bit more dirt heavy than the other side of late. This is where we're mining through the world. Let's see. Almost there. We'll just quickly make the final push here to the second cross cut. There we go. Block. Got a thing, so let's go ahead here, guys. We'll take our break. So yeah, go ahead and stand up, stretch, get something to eat, get something to drink, use the restroom, and I'll see y'all here in a few minutes. Hey guys, tree is back. Get a little drink there, settle back in, and we will make our little journey back to base. Reclaim some dirt here. Sounds like we got some sort of probably a ravine nearby. Be my guess. Oh, there's the skelly we heard a few moments ago. Take that stuff out. Let's start heading back home. Now, like I said, it's I know that there's a lot of folks out there, especially amongst the modded community, who love automating this sort of stuff. Automating resource collection. And I get where they're coming from. Like I said, for me myself, I find the mining aspect of this game therapeutic. Because whether it be, in gaming, oh, hello there, copper. Whether it be, gaming or IRL, like at work or something like that, something. There are times where you're just going, oh! Mentally you're going, just, oh! And you just, you want that simple little thing where it's, you're not likely to far less likely to mess it up. And for me at least, whenever, we find, like an abandoned mine shaft or a cave system, it's like, ooh. Pre-119, I really like doing caving. But ever since they added the lush caverns in that's caving's become a lot less enjoyable for me. Because with the glowberries, look at that, squid's kind of trying to come through our dirt barrier there. But ever since 119 dropped, caving's become a lot less enjoyable for me, especially with the cave system's like when you get this. That's part of the reason it's going, ugh, for me. There's some iron there that I missed. It's just going to light up do a little bit of torching, but, gotta get the iron. Come to daddy! Some more iron there. Copper. Even more iron there. What's that iron? It's around the corner here. Oh wait, there it is. Duh. A good way to get up. Looks like I may have done something right here. Yep. Or at least it's feasible to use. Iron over there. Oh, there we go. It's coal I saw earlier. All swim. And now, again, let's head back to base. Grab a little something to eat here. Oh, hello. Oops, don't want that. Want that and that. But bye-bye, Flint. Iron. I need to get you guys a link to the great oxidation event there that History of the Earth did. So that's one of those things, as I've said before, I love watching, you know, a movie or a documentary, even in YouTube, stuff on YouTube to while I'm busy mining. It gives me something to, you know, watch and listen to while I'm mining. Granted, it's a little bit of a distraction, you know, not being, but in case it's helps make sure that I keep myself informed. Iron. Excuse me. Get a drink here. Canopy. Get this copper here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Come on. Here I am. Canopy going. You've got torches in your offhand tree. No, I don't. Well, fine. Be like that. Let's quickly turn on to peaceful so we don't have baddies trying to, you know, even though this thing is very low lit up, I still, you know, part of me, you know, being the builder that I am, you know, is like, creepers, go boom boom. Don't want no boom booms. Okay, put the clay there. Gather up our cobble. Oops. Duh. Let's get our non-metals, of course. Look at all that. Oh, 3 1/4 stacks. Mwah. I love it. I love it. Look at the bones. Sorry, I had to make a Monty Python reference there. The white rabbit of Carbanog. It's natural force of habit to make sure to put stuff up. Coal. I've got 2 whole stacks of iron blocks. Always be nice if we could just smelt the whole block. But of course, that's the thing. Let's see here. Look that up. The entire history of the Earth. Great station event. There we go. How bad was the great oxidation? There. Words are hard. Words are hard. Boom. Like I said, tree loves science. Tree loves science. All right. So let's go ahead here. What do we need to restock up on? We're going to need some torches. Going to need some dirt. So 1, 2, 3. We'll haul out a whole block to augment that. Grab our stuff. And let's head out. Now if we can't quite get fully done before I need to end stream, that'll be okay, because I can always, finish up off cam. That was another reason for that. 2 more copper. I didn't mean to take that out so badly. torch method. You just gotta love it when you find these big chunks of gravel that you gotta remove while you're busy mining. Let's see here. So we've got a lot of it, or a decent chunk of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Ta-da! Like I said, I just wish we could be going for longer today, but got to be back at work here in just over an hour and a half. Just a sec, guys. Just a second. Come on. Just gotta love taking care of them butts. Them bots, them stupid bots. As I've liked to say, if somebody has the time to make a spam bot like that, they have time to do something far more productive. Like do some programming that'll actually, help the world. It's one of these things I remember back in high school, I had to take a computer course, and part of what we had to do in that class is build a website. And as I've said before, it was about the same time that Tree Dad finally realized, as much as, you guys get internet access at school, it makes a whole lot of sense to for us to bite the bullet and get it here at home too. Like, even though I had access at school to broadband, still, Zambit nearby. And there's the Zambit. I know I've told this story 500,000 times, but it was, it's one of those things where, oh, coal. Get that coal. Oops. Torch there, actually. But, I thought, even though I had experienced broadband, it was, I thought it was one of the coolest things ever. Of course, when we finally got broadband at home, it was, as it was becoming more commercially viable to make sure that, people were able to get broadband at home. As various IPs, internet providers, were realizing, hey, we can make money off of this. Let's get people some broadband. Hello, Zambits. Bye-bye, son. It was still so interesting to be able to get through and finally get access to broadband. Now, of course, it's I need it because that's the only way I can stream. And hello. Now, that's one of the things that I read about Rooster Teeth. Like I said, unfortunately, they have ceased operations and all that. Oops, I want that, and I want this. Like I said, unfortunately, they have ceased operations, so kind of sad. But back in the day, they did, because of course, at the time, in the early aughts, a lot of people, there were people that did have broadband, but of course, there were also people who didn't have broadband, like me and my family initially, and they did. I think it was like definitely the early seasons of RVB, definitely that. They made sure that the video size was... Ooh, hello. Hello. They made sure that their video sizes were of such a nature that, average Joe viewer could, download them, be able to watch them on their stuff, on their site. Come on. Trying to get that torch back. But, from what some of the stories I've heard is that, people also, burn the videos to a disk. Oh, iron! Burned, the videos to CD or DVD. And, they would literally, share them with friends. Oops. That's how part of, Rooster Teeth was able to get Red versus red versus blue to go around was that sort of thing right there. Hello there. Just seeing where all this is going. Let's get rid of the bloody gravel, so let's go do that before I forget. Of course, I lose count. We'll just head further back and do it this way. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. As I said before, I believe I referenced this in my RT closure video that I did. My understanding is that for quite some time, Rooster Teeth was struggling financially. Even though they had, you know, like the sponsor later the first program to help them out. And you know, help them raise money. And of course, you know, they had apparel, DVDs, all that jazz. And but ultimately, to my understanding, you know, is that ultimately because they didn't have quite as sound a business plan as they could have, that's a decent chunk of the reason why they were finally closed. Of course, for many years they were an independent studio, but of course they decided to try to get themselves in a position where they could do better financially. There was also, for example, the RTX events were big financial losers for them, to my understanding. And so yeah, it's just like any business, you know. If things aren't going well, eventually it'll more than likely fold, and that's what happened. Of course, there was also a degree of controversy as well. There was famously, or infamously, I should say, they had Ryan Haywood do his thing, and Vic Mignogna, similar thing with the stuff he did. And both of those, unfortunately, really kind of helped tarnish RT's name. And it's sad when the decisions that you make off cam affect what happens on cam. So kind of like some of the stuff with Dr. Disrespect we were talking about earlier, some of the controversy around him. Basically, don't be a jerk on or offline. Okay, oops. That was an oopsies. Don't be a jerk on or offline. You never know when something might come and backfire on you. That's why I really don't talk about my work. You know what I do. I mean, I talk about it, but that's why I really don't talk about where I live. And yeah, in my region, that's okay, but that is a fairly big area. What's that dirt over there? Oh, this is Iron. Iron. Come on. Come to daddy. You know, part of me has always had the thought of if I ever suddenly became a millionaire, I wouldn't mind becoming sort of person, you just suddenly, I might, just suddenly disappear off the map. Oh, come on. Poor glow squid. There'd you dying there. Poor glow squid. Yeah, part of me wouldn't just mind if I ever somehow won the lottery. Just suddenly, disappearing off the face of the earth. Let's get that there. Put you there. There we go. Luckily, block that off so that not what I meant. Silly tweet. There we go. Knowing that eventually I need to do that, I want to have that be accessible. Get some air, because we need to breathe. I need something to drink. So interesting to see that come through like that. Oops. Do one more layer here just to make sure we got a safety little bit right here. And there we go. We have a little bit of illumination. Oops. Get back here, dirt. I want you, son. Oops. I hate when I do that. I'm missing my cursor like that. Duh. Come on. What the heck was that? I'm hearing this little flip. Flip. I know that that's me drowning right there. It sounded like a watery fart. So nice to be able to get back and doing some mining. Even though we have to do it the hard way in this case. With the stuff right here. Alright. Oops. Ta-da! We did it. Just giving it a gentle tap there to make sure I didn't bust open the roof. Ah! I just did bust open the side though. Come on. There we go. Torchify, so we can see. Got that area there, so we'll just pass here. So we'll just keep some of this dirt on us. Anti-dum-dum time. Come on. There we go. Come on. Now, seeing those, what's it blocks down there? The glowy partial magma thingies, whatever they are. It's just got me thinking about, magma. Though, IRL magma, not Minecraft magma. Magma. I always like it when I can leave areas like this. And just that, guys. Sorry, guys. White cats, of course, being the attention needer. Wanted back in. Let's go ahead here and get this here done. So that's why, of course, doing stuff like this is why I don't always play Minecraft or the same game in general. I have, of course, suffered burnout of various games for various reasons. But of course, typically, you're playing too much of one game. Like I said, that's what help keep things interesting. That's why I do a lot of mining. That way I kind of get burned out on mining for a while. And I go building. That's why I do a lot of mining off cam. Of course, when we're busy doing stuff for Titan Quest, on stream, that is why I will, in place of normal Titan Quest loot grind apps will, of course, do these mining live streams. That way I still got, that way I can in a number of ways, hold myself accountable. Say, hey, I am doing mining, and you guys are seeing it. You guys are seeing it. I know it's not necessarily going to be the most exciting thing to see, but that's why these mining lives, like Daedalus, he did mining live streams, but of course he wouldn't often was busy editing his own videos, and he had more time than I did, especially when he was busy being a content creator, not taking care of IRL stuff. And so I'm going to need torches. Have some torches here. Boom. And like I said, to my knowledge, it was him and his, at least at the time, his girlfriend, Venomous Wench. They were taking care of her kids, and so that's why he ultimately stopped being a content creator, because he had to take the time to go take care of, help Venom take care of her children and all that. Where'd you go, White Cat? White Cat? Oh, there he is. I was like, there's usually one of two spots he's usually, when I'm seeing him, he's here in my room. It's usually here underneath on my desk. He's usually he's got this little, rabbit hide that he likes to lie on, especially in the wintertime, because it's right in front of the vent, and since I've got a wood floor, I'm just going to knock my desk here, that he usually likes to lie on to, help keep warm. Or he's on my bed. Sometimes he'll hide under the bed, especially if it's like a thunderstorm or, geez Louise, White Cat, just a sec, guys. Sorry about that. Once again, the needy child. Needy child. But, yeah, it's better that he focus on IRL stuff. We probably had to go out and, bloody gravel. He probably had to figure out how to get himself a job and all that to help make sure, was financially stable enough to do such. That's me. Having an IRL job is important. Like I said, I just wish I had the money to be more of a streamer, content creator. But unfortunately, I do not have that luxury. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wunderbar. I do not have the luxury to be a full-time content creator. Not financially stable enough. And that's why, I just export my streams to YouTube. Because it's just easier to, just to lay in that description, Midwestern Minecraft, Titan Quest, AOM Retold, Valkyria Chronicles 4, whatever it is we're playing, lay out the description is, in this episode we do thing, and we name the specific thing. Get that, lots of fun. And we'll be able to hopefully. We should be able to get this all mined out and back to the main mine shaft just in time to be able to end stream. More iron. That's why I have to work. Now, the vast majority of content creators have real jobs to some degree or another, or have people that they're able to rely on for some of their financial support to be able to be a content creator. Let's do a quick venting of stuff, shall we? Skank out. Don't we have any clay? No, we don't have any clay. We do have a lot of copper. I heard you there, Zambit. Wherever you are, Zambit, you, sir, are a butt. Definitely beyond that wall. Oh, they can go. Oh, hello. Have I been up here? Aha! New area. Let's just take a quick peek, shall we? It's one of those weird caves where everything's at a very steep angle. And we take iron that is blocking off water. What in the name of Mojang is that? Oh wait, they did that just to be able to go to us. Torch, torch, come to daddy. No, stop it, water. Coal. More iron and more water. You know, we were talking about Rooster Teeth a bit ago. How they closed down, and I just suddenly remembered this one. I don't remember. I think it was one of their PSAs. But Caboose, for whatever reason, he's talking with Sarge, and I think it was Griff too, Sergeant Griff from Red Team, and they were talking about something. I don't remember the full context. But Caboose goes and says, I think it'd be ironic if we were all made of iron. And, oh my god, how in the name of heck did I remember that little quote? How in the heck? I don't remember how in the heck I remember that. But wait, is that more iron that I just saw up there? It is! Iron! Gimme! Gimme! I need it. It is the most precious substance known to Minecraft kind. Aside from diamonds and netherite. It is, I guess that would make the third most important substance. But it's very practical. Oops. Boop. Yeah, we'll be wrapping up stream here shortly. Of course, typical. Gotta seal this a little bit off. There we go. I hear you there, Glow Squid. And goodbye. Ah! Pain in my arse. Pain in my arse. Let's see if there was any potentially any iron to see. Personally, I just love it when I don't have to worry about, you know, building bridges or over stuff to, or having to worry about creating a tunnel to be able to safely pass through an area. Just, you know, be able to go dig-let dig, dig-let dig, dig-let dig, trio, trio, trio. Iron! Iron, 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 iron. Give me the iron. That's sweet, sweet iron. More iron. Oops. Dicky. All right, we made it back there. We've started our next side gallery. Go ahead here. We'll make our deposit, and we will end stream. Like I said, wish I didn't have to go to work, but as said, gotta pay the bills. Gotta be able to get the money with which to invest, so yay! Make sure we go to peaceful. Alright, deposit that. deposit this. Boom, 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 boom. Suck all you up. Non-metals suck up of stuff. Oops, that's metal. Gold, so don't gotta worry about that. Boop. 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 And boop. So yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead here. Gotta end the stream, of course, so hope you guys will join me for a raid. So let me see here who is live, who is live, who is live. Do appreciate everybody who has come out. If you're watching here on Twitch at twitch.tv/OsageOrange, please remember to go ahead and hit that follow button. If you are watching over on the YouTubes, over at youtube.com/OsageOrangeGaming, please remember to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for notifications. It really does help. So let me double check here. I think I found somebody we can go say hi to. Yep, they are live. So we're going to go say hi to Rowan over at twitch.tv/RowanFalar. So go and select our holiday raid message, which is the Tree Grove has arrived to bring you eggnog, tinsel, mistletoe, and good holiday cheer. Hope to catch you guys very, very late tomorrow, Saturday, very early Sunday for some more city building Saturdays. Sundays in this case. Sunday, of course, city buildings. Titan course, the loot grind. And Monday we'll be resuming Let's Play Age of Mythology Retold. So let's go ahead here. Let's get this raid party started. As appreciates everybody who's come out. And I hope to catch you all in the next episode. Ta-ta for now.